Hello and welcome to ET Now. You're watching IPO Central, and my company's focus today is Fabtech Technologies. This is a company which specializes in turnkey engineering solutions for pharmaceuticals, biotech and healthcare companies. Its IPO is opening on 29th and closes on October 1st. Price between 181 to 191 rupees per share. It's a fresh issue of 230 crores, and the market value is roughly around 850 crores at the upper end of the price band. And joining me today is the promoter of the company, Asif Khan, who joins me from Dubai, and Ashwini Singh, who is the CEO of the company, who is joining me from Mumbai. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us on ET Now. To begin with, sir, Mr. Khan, give us a sense of your company. Being a promoter, how did you come out about building this company, and why only specialization into the healthcare and pharmaceutical sector?
Thank you very much for having us. We are one of the very few companies in the world which specializes in providing start to finish solutions for the pharma, biotech, and healthcare sector, focusing on the farm emerging economies internationally. Pharma biotech just happened by chance. My first job was in a filter manufacturing company where I learned the tricks of doing clean rooms and eventually graduated to doing pharma projects. Over the last 25 years, built up a strong design backbone of the in the pharma biotech sector of the company, and built a very beautiful manufacturing ecosystem, manufacturing process equipment, air equipment, and water solutions within the group. And that makes us formidable. That gives us a very lethal edge over competition. And add to that, we have a local speaking project management team in the farm emerging economies of the UAE, in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Nigeria, Kenya, Algeria, Egypt. I might forget a few, Ashwin, you can add up. So uh, this was, in short, the development of the ecosystem.
Ashwin, if you can, give us an idea of how you're going to use the 230 crores which you're raising through a fresh issue.
So right now, if we look at our order position in our growth, we do have order position more than 900 crore plus, and we are expanding. We are looking for some European acquisition, which can enhance the growth of the company. For that, actually, we are going into the IPO of the fresh issue.
I was looking at your RHP, Ashwini. It mentioned that you need a working capital of 127 crores, and inorganic growth, you're looking at some 30 crores as the number. Give me a sense what kind of working capital requirement is needed in this business, and what is the kind of trade receivable days that you have today?
So right now, like working capital which we require is around 30 crore, and the working capital ranges between 80 to 100 days.
And is that normal for project EPC businesses?
So we don't call it EPC because we are solution provider, and in case if you see the project completion average period, for a pharma, it ranges from one year to 2.5 years, depending on the project size.
Can you also give us a sense of the kind of opportunity that is there here, because you are specializing in a specific sector which is pharmaceutical, biotechnology and maybe healthcare. What is the kind of opportunity that you see, and which segment are you seeing this opportunity? Is it in pharmaceuticals, or is it into the healthcare vertical, where you are seeing a lot of capex coming in with respect to more hospitals coming into the system?
Can I take this?
Yeah, I say.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so we are not really focused on hospitals. We are focused on the pharma and the biotech segment. Post-COVID, the medicinal independence has become the mantra in the farm emerging economies. And there is a lot of funds pouring in these countries which wants to create a backbone of the pharma and backbone in the farm emerging economies. Now, this is the opportunity that we see. Uh, uh, if you see the countries in Africa, in the Middle East and GCC Persian Gulf, they really got impacted due to the COVID. And here, uh, the needs are from basic oral solids to high-tech bio similars and vaccines. So we have really a huge, strong traction building from now, and I think we have a 20 years story going on, because when you talk of medicinal independence, we're talking about not just oral solids, liquids, injectables, ointments, inhalers, soft gel capsules. The range is really, really long. And medicinal independence will really come after finishing the formulations, and the countries will really need to have APIs also, packaging material also, and the other ancillary industries. So that is what is and will drive the growth in the segment. I hope I'm covering it. If I'm missing anything, please drive me back.
Yes, Ashwini, also if you can give us a sense of the kind of customers that you have today in India, because these are turnkey projects, and so it's not a repeat business which may be coming your way. So can you also give us a sense of the kind of the customer profile that you have, and normally when you do a turnkey project, what is the kind of duration that you need to complete those projects in?
Okay. So you talk of the first Onco project in Saudi. That is our project, a company called Sudair Pharma. The largest IV solution factory in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, PSI, that is our project. The first biosimilar project in Algeria, that is our project. And, a large IV solution project in Nigeria, a multi-dosage format project in Kenya. These are the customers that we have, which are largely owner-driven and fund-backed. When we get into a project, first of all, the network that we have built since the last 25 years is so strong that any lead, any inquiry that happens in these geographies, they come walking to us due to our very beautiful relationship with the health administration and the funding organization in these countries. We have a very beautiful reference base which attracts these leads to us. Now, when we get into a project, it starts from market mapping to product portfolio determination and tech amalgamation, based on which the project is driven. We do not take the civil part. Other than the civil part, which is done locally, the rest of the process, air, and the internal infrastructure is done by us. Now, I think you must have also read in the RHP that we have process equipment manufacturing within the group, air equipment manufacturing within the group, and water solutions and process injectable solutions by way of acquisition within the group. Now, this gives us a very strong position, and that improves our conversion rates. So, and typically from finalization to the completion, it takes between 18 to 24 months.
Can you also give us a sense
Here, I
of?
would like to add,
Yeah, please go ahead.
sorry, I would like to add one more point. You said capital investment is not a repeat business, but our design and the solution, what we are providing to the customer, we are looking for the future scalability of the business. So right now, for example, if customer is looking for immediate capital infusion for one particular medicine, what we do, we design in such a way that we execute first phase of the customer project, and which can derive another phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, and that gives a very good bonding with the customer as well. So we look forward relationship with our customers and having that kind of a scalability, providing affordable medicine in that particular sector.
What is the total kind of order book that you're sitting on, and if you can break it up between if these orders are based out of India and overseas, because what I understood from Asif is that you have a lot of international orders and execution which you undertake.
So right now, first of all, we execute order worldwide. So right now the presence is more than 65 countries, and we are counting more. And slowly, like in case if you are asking about India, yes, there are very few companies who look for turnkey solution. But outside, the concept of turnkey is very prevalent. So what we do right now, we are expanding in the European sector, and slowly we are also looking for the gateway to US market. Uh, majorly, majorly these are the countries where we are focusing. All the turnkey projects.
Asif, do you see US to be a big market for you, given the fact that President Trump is pushing a lot of pharma companies to set up facilities in the US, especially for pharma manufacturing? Is that going to be a big opportunity for you going forward?
Yeah, as right now, Mr. Asif said, what we do the feasibility in that particular region. For example, if I take example of Saudi Arabia, the market cap is more than 3,000 crore, right? So there is a big possibility where we can scale up our business in one particular country or a region. Similarly, like US is like the ocean for the pharma sector. Europe is also a little bit moderate on the pharma sector, but yes, there is a market.
And do you have an existing?
Coming back to the US,
Yeah.
due to the tariff thing which is going on, yes, a lot of Indian companies will look to establish their presence there in the US. And honestly speaking, we have been largely focused on the farm emerging economies of Middle East, Persian Gulf, Africa, MENA, and the GCC, where countries want to become medicinally independent. यहाँ पे तो we have a long fraction going on, yes. However, we suddenly see an opportunity emerging from nowhere in the US. And fortunately, we have a domestic presence via a different company where we have likes of Glenmark's and Sun Pharmas and Amneals and you name it. We are servicing a lot of companies in the pharma segment in India. Now, when these companies venture out to the US, establishing their presence there, we will definitely be a very big beneficiary of the entire affair. Though US is not a turnkey market, it's an internal infrastructure market, but still it will help us a lot. Example, Glenmark. We have done a lot of projects of Glenmark in India, Glenmark Argentina, Glenmark US somewhere, Aurobindo here, Aurobindo US plant, Amneal in India, Amneal US plant done by us. So we have a reference base and we hope to cash in on that.
And do you have any relationship with the big pharma there? Because if big pharma has to invest in the US to to manufacture pharmaceuticals, do you have a reference base for that as well?
Yes. As I just mentioned, Aurobindo in India, around 11 US FDA approved projects for them here. And we have done their US project. We have done Amneal again the same, Glenmark, Strides, and a little more.
Ashwin, if you can give me a sense of your order book, RHP mentions that you have more than 900 crores of order book at the end of this July. What is the normal timeline for these order books and what is the duration of this order execution?
Sorry, Ashwin, you want to take it?
So that depends. We do have segment on the order booking. So some projects ranges from 12 months and that goes up to 24 months normally. So this kind of a mix we do have to maintain the right cash flow of the organization.
Also, can you comment on your margins as well, because we saw a dip in margins in FY25 compared to FY24. Is it because of your revenue recognition process, or is it there has been a margin pressure in any way?
The EBITDA margins have been close to 15%, and the operational PAT is always ranges between 10 to 12%. We have there are no margin pressures as such, but if you see the balance sheet, we spend at least about 5 to 6% on promotional and development. 6.5 crores to be specific was spent last year on shows, seminars, webinars, training programs, because the markets that we are operating in needs a lot of visibility, needs a lot of skill set development, needs a lot of information sharing, and this is a very conscious effort that we have been taking. So 6.5 crores is a very decent amount by any logic. So yeah, I think that explains the PAT range and the EBITDA margins. Yes, I'm forgetting one part of your question, if I may come
I'm
back
saying
there.
that is there a revenue recognition method that you have with respect
Revenue
to?
recognition. Yes. So though we are a project company, our revenue recognition is largely on shipment. So we get LCs, we get advance, we get LCs. So when the shipment is done, our revenue recognition happens. We are not on the project progress methodology.
Okay, so can you also give me a sense, because you mentioned about the promotions and marketing and that being essential for you, 2.5% is what it's coming to with respect to the kind of investments that you make. Is that going to continue in the coming years as well?
Yes, yes, that will continue. Uh, More and more economies are opening up. More and more funding is this region is getting a lot of funding, and Africa, as you know, is the next continent. GCC is investing a lot of money. So yes, we will continue to invest in promotions, in visibility creation, in positioning, and also advising customers to set up a right project. And what I mean by right project is, earlier, if you see 7, 8 years back, people used to come to us and ask for projects, and we used to, without getting into product details, set up projects for them. We realized then we have built very beautiful facilities, but those businesses have not done so well. And some average facilities we did, and businesses have really performed well. And then we figured that it is what to produce, how much to produce, and when to produce. These three basic questions, which if you prompt the customers to reply, then it educates them and helps us set up a performing project. So honestly, right now, from start to finish, and not EPC, start to finish, we are building healthcare, pharma, biotech backbones of these countries by advising them and to build better businesses.
Will there be
There
a
are,
little bit of
sorry.
seasonality or chunkiness in your revenue as projects gets added, or it will be constant addition of your order book and execution which is there?
Yes, our business becomes lumpy, and that is why we have always been maintaining that we are not a quarter to quarter business, but we will go by yearly guidances. Number one, uh, last quarters, the first 2 quarters are light, the third quarter builds up strong, and then the last quarter is the lumpiest of all. Don't ask me why. All of us are put together, and we don't know why it is happening, but it happens this way traditionally and historically.
Okay, gentlemen, it was a pleasure talking to you today. Fabtech Technologies. The IPO opens on September 29th, closes on 1st. 181 to 191 is a price band, and they're raising 230 crores from the market. Thank you very much for joining us today on ET Now and coming on IPO
Thank you.
Central.
Thank you very much for having us. God bless you.